Guys, September is looking pretty solid for hyped up sneaker releases. We've got Nike Sneakers Day, some pretty insane collaborations, so let's get into the top 10 most hyped sneakers dropping this month. Coming in at number 10 is yet another Off-White Air Force 1 mid. This time it's the Sheed colorway. Now, these are apparently going to be dropping right around the corner on September the 5th. Now, as of right now, we're not entirely sure whether it's going to be a regular global release through all of the different retailers, including the Nike Sneakers app, or if it's just going to be an Off-White website exclusive. As we all know, the last colorway that dropped, the all over white pair with the graffiti text on the side, that ended up being an Off-White website exclusive. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one, but this one definitely is a little bit different to the previous pairs that we've seen. And the main reason why is because it's basically Off-White or Virgil Abloh's interpretation of the player exclusive made for Rasheed Wallace back in the 2000s. This is definitely a pair of sneakers that was supposed to release a long time ago. For obvious reasons, it's only dropping now. All right, coming in at number 9, seems like a bit more of a trend recently when it comes to Jordan brand. Either way, it's the Jordan 1 EASTSIDE Golf collaboration. But just to be clear, this is a golf version of the Jordan 1 High. It's going to be dropping on September the 8th, and like I said, it's something that Jordan brand is really leaning heavily into, the whole golf theme of the Jordan brand. But there seems to be a lot more collaborations and a lot of other really hyped up colorways just becoming golf versions. Nevertheless, this is an actual collaboration with EASTSIDE Golf, and from all that I can tell about this pair of sneakers, it actually looks pretty solid. And another kind of bonus about this pair of shoes is obviously it's going to be made for people who want to play golf, but at the same time, when it comes to Jordan 1 golf versions, you can just as easily wear them out and about casually. I mean, we all know for a fact that when the Travis Scott Golf Jordan 1 comes out, pretty much everybody's just going to be wearing them around casually. Nobody's freaking playing golf in them. Nevertheless, it's a very well done collaboration, a solid colorway, and obviously it's a Jordan 1. Taking the number 8 spot feels like a little bit of deja vu, but it is the Jordan 1 Praline. This pair of ones is going to be dropping on September the 13th, and why I say it's a little bit of deja vu is because the inspiration behind it is pretty much identical to the Starfish Jordan 1. So this colorway is apparently inspired by luxurious handbags, and when I reviewed the Starfish Jordan 1, that did have very nice materials, and I also thought that the colorway was super nice. I imagine a lot of those same ideas extend to this. Just think of this pair as like the Starfish 2.0. But obviously the colorway is definitely different. This one coming in all over light tan with a white base leather material. Now, the one detail that kind of throws me for a loop with this pair of sneakers is the new addition of satin laces that come on the pair of sneakers. I mean, these laces literally look like a ribbon, so I'll be very interested to see if you actually get extra laces that are a little bit more traditional to a pair of Jordan 1s. Considering that this pair of sneakers looks like it's only going to come in women's sizing, it seems relatively fitting. All right, coming in at number 7 is the New Balance 990 V6 WTAPS. When you first look at this pair of shoes, you are just going to be like, whoa, well, it just kind of looks like a regular pair of New Balances that you would find on their website. And I gotta be honest, a lot of New Balance collaborations end up looking pretty plain. Now, these are actually going to be dropping tomorrow, so September the 1st. So if you haven't already entered raffles for this pair of shoes, just start entering them if you are going to be after them, because Lord knows New Balance collaboration just equals very hard to get. Although I don't think this is the most exciting collaboration because it just doesn't seem like a lot has been changed. I honestly think one of the only noticeable changes about this pair of shoes from a regular 990 V6 is the USA text. Gotta be honest, the colorway looks solid, and just overall, I think it's a really solid pair of shoes. Coming in at number 6, we got two sneakers. Both have been rumored to drop for a very long time now, but it is the Terror Squad Air Force 1. So like I said, I think these were supposed to drop last month. They got delayed or something like that, but either way, we've got two different colorways. The main one is going to be the black and white, and that colorway is going to be dropping on September the 15th. However, this all over light blue colorway is going to be dropping September the 9th. So for anybody who doesn't know the history behind the Terror Squad Air Force 1, essentially this pair of shoes was made as a friends and family exclusive, which was given to Fat Joe and the Terror Squad. So 2 whole decades later, they are finally making it available for anybody to purchase. So I'm not entirely sure how hard these things are going to be to get. On one hand, I would imagine a lot of people who had an affinity to this pair of sneakers or remembered it from back in the day, they could probably make sure that this pair flies off shelves. And on the other hand, it's a black and white Air Force 1 with TS on the back. Taking the number 5 spot is the Nike SB Dunk Low Albino and Preto. Now, this pair of dunks is actually going to be dropping on September the 23rd. When I first saw the leaks and rumors of this pair of sneakers, I thought, well, it's pretty sedated. There's not too much going on. It's just all over beige with a black Nike swoosh. But boy, was I wrong, because last Sunday on Upcoming Sneakers, we took a look at some of the newer leaked images of this pair of sneakers, and it turns out you can actually cut away the material on the upper to reveal some very vibrant colors underneath. Either way, I think this pair of sneakers looks pretty solid. Obviously, because it's a Nike SB Dunk, it is going to be hyped up. All right, taking the number 4 spot is the Jordan 4 Red Cement. Now, these are going to be dropping on September the 9th, and something to really take note of with this pair of sneakers is that it's kind of the flagship for Nike Sneakers Day. That's right, Nike Sneakers Day is also taking place on September the 9th, so there's no surprise why they're dropping this pair of 4s on that day. Now, Nike Sneakers Day this year is actually a little bit more significant than it has been in the past, because this is the first time ever that it's actually going to be a global event. So anybody with the Nike Sneakers app should be able to access whatever releases. I will make a whole separate video on Nike Sneakers Day and what we're actually expecting to release. But to make sure that this list is concise, just keep in mind that the Jordan 4 Red Cement is going to be dropping on September the 9th, and so is Nike Sneakers Day. Now, the Jordan 4 Red Cement is very, very straightforward. It's pretty much the Jordan 4 White Cement, just with red. I've already done a full review on this pair of sneakers if you do want to check it out in a little bit more detail. All right, you know what we gotta do before we jump into that top 3? I gotta hit you guys with some honorable mentions of some other pairs and some speculations. We've got a Nike Airship collaboration with Corporate, which looks very, very interesting. It's all over light blue. The release is set for September the 8th, and overall, I think this is actually a really good looking pair of airships. It changes up the materials and just the colors to make it look pretty solid. Another honorable mention, which is just pure speculation at this point, but potentially we could start seeing some more Yeezy releases. As you guys know, August has been absolutely stacked. We had 30 different pairs of Yeezys dropping in August alone. Even though Adidas did clear out a significant chunk of the sneakers that they had in their warehouse, there are still some other pairs that we are expecting to release. And like all of the previous drops, I imagine this next one is probably just going to be unannounced as well. So it's definitely worth keeping your eyes open, as some pairs could potentially drop this month. The next honorable mention is another speculation, but it's been 3 freaking years, Adidas. Where is the Fear of God collaboration? Now look, I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't suggest that you get your hopes up at all either. But what I will say is that we've seen a significant amount of more rumors and leaks of different actual complete sneakers from this collaboration pop up in recent weeks. So it is looking a little bit more likely that they could potentially drop this collaboration relatively soon. Hopefully this month here in September. All right, honorable mentions out of the way. Let's get into these top 3, starting with the Jordan 1 Palomino. This is definitely the big flagship Jordan 1 release for this month in September. Now, they're going to be dropping on September the 2nd. They're already loaded up to the Nike Sneakers app, and there is some raffles if you want to go and enter. Now, look, I'm not entirely sure how this release is going to go. It's a little bit harder to tell the market for Jordan 1s recently. This colorway definitely has hype behind it because of its close relationship to the Jordan 1 Mocha and the Travis Scott. Either way, we've already taken a look at this pair of sneakers on the channel a couple videos ago. I'll post it somewhere up here or down in the description if you do want to take a look at it. All right, coming to number 2 is the Supreme Nike SB Dunk Low RAMMELLZEE pack. Now, this collaboration is releasing exclusively through Supreme on August the 31st, so you may have already got a W. If you did, drop it down in the comment section. I'd love to know. I probably took an L, but there should be a wider global release, which includes different raffles and a Nike sneakers release this month in September as well. Now, I don't know which one is worse for L's, the Nike sneakers app or Supreme, but both are not great options. And considering these are SB Dunks and just based off of the way that they look and seeing how people are acting about these things, yeah, they're definitely hype. Just keep your eyes open for release in September. Subscribe to the channel because I'll always keep you up to date on any upcoming releases. And taking the number 1 spot, the most hyped sneaker dropping in September is the Jordan 3 J Balvin. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna come out here and say it. This is the best J Balvin collaboration that we have seen, at least in my opinion. Now, these were originally speculated to drop on September the 2nd, however, now have a release date of September the 23rd. The materials look really solid, and the colorway has been toned down like 10 million different notches from those freaking 1s and even the 2s. It doesn't have a light up tongue, nor does it possess the entire rainbow on top of it. Aside from this being a J Balvin collaboration, I just think it's a really good looking pair of sneakers. I know that it's definitely hyped, and it's most probably going to be pretty hard to get. There you have it, guys. Those are the 10 most hyped sneakers dropping in September. Sound off in the comments what sneakers are you going to be going for, and check out that video over there. I've got no idea what it is, but apparently YouTube thinks you're going to love it.